There's my star. How you feeling? You look amazing. You nervous?
James, darling, I've been telling fairy tales for over 300 years.
Oh, I know. It's just I wanted to make sure you were clear with all the changes, given that they were last minute and everything, which, by the way, I'm very sorry about.
Changes?
Yes, from the email I sent last week. Oh my goodness, you didn't read the email.
Oh, James, you know I don't like electronic communication. If you want to speak to me, just speak to me.
Okay, you know what, Now, I do remember you saying that, which, hey, no harm. Just, I'm gonna leave this right here, and we are good to go. I'll see you on stage.
James? Darling?
Yes, fairy godmother?
Why is there a new script? What happened to Beauty and the Beast?
Well, our backers were getting a little nervous with the big movie and all, and so they thought we could switch our focus to, lesser known. Look, I'm really sorry about this. You've got 4 minutes. Just look over it and go with it. I believe in you. So, hey, you've been doing this for 300 years, right? Okay, break a leg. You're the best.
Once upon a time there was a girl. She looked around and saw the world, not as it was, but as she knew it could be. She said, happy endings are to give it. I'll build the world I want to live in. And if I catch a break or two, there'll be no stopping me. So she left behind her safety net with her future clear in view. She's watching fire till her last breath until she made her dreams come true. What if you weren't afraid of anything? What if the worst thing that could happen was if you never tried at all? You've got a voice, you've got a dream, I've got your back, you've got a team. So stand with me, I'll fight for you, and one day we're gonna make our dreams come true.
Hello, I am the fairy godmother. Yes, that fairy godmother. And welcome to my brand new web series, Presto Fairy Tales. Each episode, I'll be bringing you a new tale, full of music and magic and laughter and, of course, love. Today, we have a very special...
I'm sorry. I'm here. I got here as fast as I could. Oh, I'm so sorry. I got this call and I was literally at band practice all the way across town, and I could have just poof and magicked my way here, but I wasn't going to leave my bike unattended all afternoon, you know. Anyway, I'm here. Hi!
Who are you?
Oh, sorry. I'm Jacqueline. Well, Jackie Appleblossom, official fairy godmother. Your co-host? They didn't tell you. Oh, this is super awkward. Okay, about 25 minutes ago, I got a call from Joel. Was it Joel? I think it was Joel.
You mean James?
James, yes! Producer guy. He called me and he said he needed a co-host for this little show that was filming right now, and I'd get a chance to work with you, and could I make it in time? And I wasn't gonna say no, but oh man, let me tell you about my crazy driving to get over here. Actually, no, let me tell you later, but I am just so excited to be here with you. I love you. You're amazing. You're like a living legend among we lesser fairy godmothers. I just have to hug you just real quick. Oh. Okay, I'm done for now. There will probably be more later. Let's hit it!
Yes, well, I confess I'm not altogether familiar with today's tale. Maybe a little bit of assistance would be productive. Today's story is simply titled The Goat-Faced Girl.
Are you serious? I love the goat-faced girl.
You actually know this story?
Mm-hmm. It's Italian. It's a little on the strange side, but hey, all the best ones are, right? Here, let me lay down some mood music.
All right. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, wife and their uncommonly large brood of children.
12, to be exact. 12 daughters. The oldest one is 12 years old. That right there is the youngest.
The poor peasant man wandered the woods aimlessly, contemplating his poverty.
Alas, I am so poor.
And trying to remember all of his daughters' names.
This was how the peasant spent most of his afternoons, but on this particular afternoon he was about to discover that he was not alone.
Carlotta, Donatella, Eleonora.
That's a nice baby.
Thank you, Eleonora. Francesca.
Can I hold it?
Sure. Ah! On second thought, no thank you.
Oh, I'll be careful.
Oh, we have to go now.
Wait! Good peasant. I understand you're very poor.
Why do you say that?
Because at least every day you walk through here and say, alas, I am so poor. Also, your clothes. Also, you stink.
You've been watching me?
I have, and I want to help you. How would you like a giant bag of money?
I'd like that very much.
Wait, good peasant. I will give you what you want if you give me what I want.
That sounds perfectly reasonable.
I want that baby.
What? No, you can't have my baby.
Hey pal, I know it's hard for a peasant in need. Say pal, you've got a dozen mouths you must feed. You try your best, but your prospects aren't great. No one to help you carry the weight, and you know that having a big bag of cash would be great. So my friend, I'm gonna do a little favor. A man like you deserves a little break. I'll trade you this small fortune for your baby. There's nothing better than a little give and take.
What? My baby? That's crazy. My wife would kill me.
Hey, you don't know that. And anyway, death by wife, death by starvation. At least one would be a lot quicker than the other.
You have a very morbid point there.
Say, friend, I must confess I'm very alone. No friends or family that I can call my own. I sit all day on top of my gold, just wishing I had a baby to hold. How can you leave a lizard like me out in the cold? You'd be showing me the greatest sort of kindness. I promise you the luck will never break. You'll never get another chance like this one. Your life will change with just a little give and take. Just think of all the good you could do with a bag of cash and the lives of your crew. I swear I will never mistreat her. It's not as if I'm going to eat her.
Eat her?
Look, chum, this is the only right thing to do with some 11 people counting on you. You can come up with some desperate scheme, but this right here's the chance of your dreams. And believe me, it's not nearly as cruel as it seems. Just tell yourself that it's in the child's best interest. Let's seal the deal with just a little shake. All your struggling and striving will be over. You'll be happy with a little give and take. I will give you one day to decide. Give me the baby and your family's days of poverty are over. Reject my offer and, well, let's just say you'll regret it. Think it over. I'll see you again tomorrow.
Hello, wife.
Husband?
What's with the chair?
It's the only thing we have in the house for dinner.
Can you eat a chair?
We're gonna try. How was your walk?
Funny you should mention that. Actually, while I was out in the woods, I found
A job?
No.
Oh. See this? This is my shocked face.
Actually, I found a giant talking lizard. Said that she'd give us a large bag of cash and a lifetime of good luck in exchange for baby Renzolla here. I told her no, of course.
Why?
Because I thought that handing your baby to a giant talking lizard falls firmly in the category of bad parenting.
Come now, what's the worst that could happen?
The lizard eats the baby.
And if she stays with us, we all starve. You, me, the baby, and all 11 of her sisters. We can't live like this anymore. We're eating a chair for dinner.
So you really think I should give her baby Renzolla?
Look at it this way. We don't know if the lizard wants to eat her. For all we know, she could be whisked away and raised as a princess. You don't know. Can we really deny her that chance?
Maybe.
Chew on this while you think it over.
The next morning, the poor man brought the baby back into the woods.
Here you go. Cha-ching.
As soon as he was gone, the lizard transformed into a beautiful enchantress.
The enchantress took the baby to her secret palace, where she loved her and cared for her until she grew into a beautiful young woman.
Fast forward. 18 years later, a handsome young king got lost in the woods near the enchantress's hidden palace. A bachelor, too, as if there are any other kind of young men in these stories.
Oh, it's getting so dark. Where am I? Perhaps I can find my way home by navigating the stars. Or perhaps not.
Greetings, Your Highness!
Who are you? Where did you come from?
Oh, I'm just a simple woman. But I have a house nearby where you may take shelter from this rain. It's a full day's journey back to your palace, though I'll be happy to show you the way in the morning.
That's handy. But perhaps you shouldn't sneak up on people like that. It's creepy.
Oh, this way, my lord, this way. Wait until you see my daughter.
Your what?
Oh, my home. I'm certain you'll find her to your liking. It to your liking. Follow me, please.
A strong group.
The enchantress sent Renzolla to care for the king. He was captivated by her, and at the conclusion of his evening meal, he had fallen completely in love with her. How's your supper, Your Highness?
Enchanting. Stunning. Beautiful.
Oh, are you talking about the fried chicken?
My dear Renzolla, you are the most beautiful woman in the world. Come back to my castle with me. I want to marry you and give you everything in the world. What do you say?
Well, I have to ask my mom first.
Oh.
Are you crazy? Marry the man, go be a queen. Sweet!
Yes!
And so the next morning, the king set out with his new bride-to-be.
Thank you for the use of your horses, and thank you for dinner, and thank you for your daughter.
Oh, you're quite welcome. You take good care of my little Renzolla, and I'd better get an invitation to the wedding.
All right, I'll go load up the horses.
Well, Renzolla, this is it. All of my life, I hoped and dreamed of that an opportunity like this for you. I'll miss you around the house, but I know you'll always remember.
All right, ready to go.
Okay, bye, Mom. Bye, Mom. That's it? After all these years, after everything I've done for her, that ungrateful little snobby skirt, I'll give her a goat's head.
So remember, kids, if you tell a lie, your nose grows. If you leave a stranger out in the cold, you get turned into a beast. If you don't invite an evil fairy to a birthday party, everybody has to take a long nap. And if you don't say thanks to your mom, you get a goat's head. Hashtag fairy tale discipline.
What am I going to do? She used to be so beautiful, but now she has a goat's head. Oh, everyone will look at me and say, hey, there's that guy and married the goat-headed girl. Oh, I have to think of something fast.
So, the king decided to do what a lot of people in fairy tales do with their problems. Shut her up in a tower.
All right. You'll stay up in this tower. And so will you. Maid. Listen up, you two. Got a job for you. I'm going to give each of you 10 bundles of flax. And you're going to have it all spun by Friday morning. Or else...
For those of you at home that don't know what flax is, it's this stuff they use to make clothes. Well, technically, it's fibers from a plant, linum usitatassumum, which had to be spun in order to be useful as a... Nobody cares. It's interesting, though. Look it up.
The maid began dutifully, immediately spinning her flax, but Renzolla took one look at the pile at her feet and said,
Work? He can't actually expect me to do work. I'm going to be the queen. Forget this. Hasta la vista, work.
As Friday approached,
Fast forward.
the hard-working maid had finished all of her work with one evening to spare, and Renzolla began to wonder what would happen when the king realized she had done absolutely nothing.
I wonder what the king meant by or else. Hey, can I have some of yours? Rude. I know. I shall go to my mother. She will help me.
Ah, so you've returned, my dear. Have something to say?
Oh, Mother! The king has ordered that I have to spin 10 bundles of flax by tomorrow, or else. And I was wicked and lazy, and I threw it all out the window, and I'm afraid that something terrible will happen when he finds out. Can you please help me?
Poor child, you know I can't say no to you. Here, take the spun flax to the king, but you must remember, from this day forward...
Okay, bye, Mom!
Now, let's see what you did. You first. Oh, this is very nice. I can see that you worked very hard on this. Now for you. Let's see. Wow. This is perfect. This is so much better than the work that she did. Now, I have another job for you. Train these puppies. I'll be back in a week, and by then, they better learn some pretty neat tricks. Okay. Or else...
Once again, the maid went right to work, forming a bond with her puppy. And once again, Renzolla...
Forget this!
I don't remember this story being so violent.
Was the puppy okay?
Yeah. As long as the moat didn't have any sharks, I'm sure it swam to safety and had a long, happy life. Let's move on. Fast forward.
Yes. After a week, the maid's dog was rolling over, playing fetch, and doing that cute little thing where it balances a hot dog on its nose until the maid tells it to eat it. And Renzolla...
Oh, man. The king will be back tomorrow, and my puppy is... missing. I know. I will go to my mother for help. She's the best. Is something funny?
Huh? Oh, what? I didn't say anything.
Good. You know, sometimes I forget you're even in the room. Like furniture, only less useful. You have something to say, Maid? Good idea. Better to speak to someone on your own level.
Oh, snap! You know what? I do have something to say to you. I work hard every day, not a gripe or a cry, but I still have to answer to you. As you whine and you moan like you're going to die over work that you don't even do. Was there ever a time when your life was a grind and the world wasn't handed to you? And what's gonna happen when someday you find that your mommy can't always come through? That's the difference between you and me. I've earned every break that I've gotten. I may never become royalty, but thank goodness I'm not spoiled rotten. Oh, look, she has a voice I never would have guessed. Do you feel better now? You've got that off your chest. But wait, did you forget just whom you have addressed? I have the power to see that you never rest. That's the difference between you and me. Your attention is mine for the keeping. By tomorrow I will be queen. While at best you'll go back to your sleeping. I was born for better things than wasting time with you. Any spots and training jobs are things that doesn't count. If the last couple weeks gives us any idea of how much you weren't through, I'd rather hear your yapping song than hear your point of view. That's the difference between you and me. You're just here for the crowd attention, and I don't think it's time for much ever something to say. But you should that rock the nation.
I'm sorry, what?
I knew it. You are jealous. You only wish you could look like this. Out of my way, peasant. Oh, move it, you old goat. I need to talk to my mother.
Old goat! Old goat! Look who's talking!
What are you talking about?
What bam!
A goat's head? I have a goat's head? Seriously? And nobody even told me?
But do you know why you have a goat's head?
Gee, I don't know. Is this just some random thing that happens on Thursdays?
It's because you're wicked and ungrateful and you never thanked your mother for the years of service and sacrifice she bestowed upon you. You left without saying so much as a simple thank you, and now you expect her to save your lazy behind yet again?
Wow. You're right. I really have been terrible. I'm so sorry. I never realized how my actions affected my mother. I really do owe her everything. Ta-da! What a neat party trick. Oh, Mother, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I forgive you.
Oh.
You're pretty again! Let's get married!
Hooray!
And that's the end.
Really?
Yep. Gotta admit, something about the ending of this story always seemed a little bit unsatisfying, but that's how it ends. We can't really do anything about it. Can we?
My dear Miss Appleblossom, we are the narrators. We can do whatever we want.
However, I think that before we enter a long-term relationship, we should address some personal issues. I'm afraid you only want to marry me based on my appearance, and in a world full of curses and magic and monsters and whatnot, who's to say that my external beauty will last?
Oh, you may be right. And furthermore, your work ethic is a bit of concern. A queen needs to be more than pampered, you know. It's difficult running the kingdom, and I need a hard-working, competent companion by my side.
Perhaps we ought to spend some more time getting to know one another so that we can one day enter a meaningful long-term partnership to the benefits of both of us and our subjects.
I also need to promote that maid. She's a good, hard worker, and we need more people like that by our side. From now on, you'll be head of all the household servants.
I found a puppy! Oh, I've always wanted a puppy.
I find that much more satisfying of an ending.
Absolutely! And can I just say, it has been a dream come true telling this timeless story next to you.
Yes, well, it is what it is.
Partners?
Co-hosts.
Co-hosts. Well, thanks, Producer James. This has been literally a dream come true.
Oh, you did great, kid. Ed, sorry about the late notice. We'll be much more smooth next time.
Oh, no sweat. I can roll with the punches. Oh, geez, I am so sorry. Are you okay?
Fine. I'm fine.
Hey, good show today. Really good. And thank you so much for letting me be a part of this. I mean, just, wow. You could live a really long time and not get a chance like this one. Trust me. I know. I have. So again, thank you. You're great. This is going to be great. I'm talking too much. I should go.
Look, about today.
Hey, while I have both of you guys here, I wanted to ask, how do you feel about puppets? Good idea? Bad idea? I'm sorry. Should we talk about this later? Let's talk about this later.
James? Just no more emails, all right? If you need anything, just talk to me,
You got it. Hey. Thank you. This is all going to work out. Trust me. She's going to do great.
James, you don't have to tell me that. I've been doing this for over 300 years.